morning video. So live broadcast. I'm not expecting anybody to be here, but then again, you may see this later. Anyway, so I'm in Kraków. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see where I am. And obviously I've got the thing in the way. There we go. And right, so we've got this thing here. That's called the Basztan. And so that's a little fortress. And there's a word in English beginning with B-A. I've forgotten what it is right now. What's it for the fortress which is outside the main part? The Bastion. That's it. And so you can see some of Kraków here. And coming around, we've got here the city walls, and there is this is called Plante, which are the gardens around the city walls. So here we have one of the gates into the old town as such, if we can say that this is the old town, because the whole place is quite old. Not all of it, but lots of it is quite old. And so what am I doing here at 7 in the morning? Well, the thing is this: I travelled from a place called Rybnik, which is to the south of Katowice, and I'm going to Pössl in the east, then I'm going to Ukraine from there. And had 7 minutes to catch the train here. My train was 40 minutes late, and the result is now that I'm going to be 3 hours late in Pössl. So let's walk around here. And so there's some of this. Kraków is, in my opinion, the second most attractive place in Poland, although probably most people would put it in the number one position. So, and this is towards the old market, but this really, lots of tourists come here as well. Hello, good morning, Morten. Good morning. I wasn't expecting any of the regulars to actually see this. Oh, pozdrawiam. Oh, sorry, Ella. I can't see the name. Sorry. I left my glasses on specially so I'd be able to see things as they come through. There's me back on now. And hello. Oh, Annika. Ella. Sorry. Pozdrawiam. And so there you are. So got my backpack and all my stuff as with me, and this is pretty heavy, so I won't be doing any too much running and jumping and all the rest of it. I'll put the thing back round again so you can see what else is happening in the early morning. This is the best time to visit anywhere. Well, unless you want to get into some place. I mean, if you want to go drinking or eating, then, well, you can eat in the railway station, of course. But what you can see, though, I think in the early morning, particularly in summer, okay, it's the Friday the 13th of May, so it's not quite summer yet, but I think it's summer today. It's 26 degrees is forecast. And that was one thing I thought, well, should I leave the house with shorts on? Which was probably just as well. I wasn't expecting to wait 40 minutes for a train on the platform. So, and anyway, so it's quite an exciting trip, really. And even I've got to carry this heavy bag on my back. So the last time I was here, I was meeting people 1 month ago, or five weeks ago now, to take to Ukraine. And so now the journey going there is by myself, but I'll be seeing at least one of those people in the course of this journey. Zwiedziliśmy razem Bydgoszcz. Oh! So we visited Bydgoszcz together. Sorry, I didn't recognize the name. Sorry. and right, so you can see that the place is being cleared up. I'd have to say it's looking pretty smart. Now, well, these things here, these bins, obviously do have a certain fragrance to them. So I'm going to walk as far away as I can from it. Now, this church in front is quite well known. I think I think it's called Mariacka, but I'm not certain. I don't really know about churches, not being a very much of a church person. Oh, and so you've got these tourist places. You've got Auschwitz, or the salt mine from here. Hola Arturo. And there you go, same sort of stuff as you get in other Starbucks. Now, Starbucks bought a company called Coffee Heaven, which was started by two of my mates. Now, I don't know why Starbucks did this, but once, because they took away the brand of Coffee Heaven completely, they just rebranded everything Starbucks. And I would have thought the value in buying something like that, a Polish brand, was to have the brand there for you. So when you buy sort of a business, what you want is the name and the reputation that company brings with it. And so, as I come round here, we've got the main square of Kraków. Now, what's also got here is the Royal Castle. This was the capital of Poland until it was moved to Warsaw. But it's got more of it feels more like a capital, a Central European capital, than does Warsaw. In fact, I would say Kraków is more reminiscent of Prague, for example, or even Vienna. So these are sort of days of when it was part of Austria. Now, you can say historically it wasn't part of Austria for all that long. So if it's a couple of hundred, not even a couple of hundred years, 140 years. But this is the time when things were getting built. So it's which country a town was in at the time, in the 19th century. And this is what tends to leave more of a mark on a place than anything else does. So it's at the time of town planning and town building. During the day, this is all pedestrian. I suppose they do allow cars in if they really must, but there's probably more chance of getting knocked over at this time in the early morning than there would be normally. And so here we have the cloth hall. I couldn't remember, when I was here last time, I couldn't remember the word for it in English. I just had to say it in Polish. Then afterwards, obviously when I finished it, I remembered the word. And as this happens occasionally, you can see the church from this angle. So it's quite a famous one with the two different looking spires, or something else, or whatever the top bits do, that's what they are, spires. And so these traditional wells, although it says very clearly it's not fit for drinking. So, I mean, when you've got like 2 hours to kill in Kraków, it is 2 hours, because I'll be arriving 3 hours late, but it was the train got in here about 45 minutes late. It's 40 minutes late in getting to Rybnik, and it continues to lose time. Right, so here is Adam Mickiewicz, who is a 19th century, I think, writer, poet, and yeah, I'm not very literary either, actually. You know, I know about history and things, I know about facts, and so when it comes to fiction, I'm not so strong on things like that. And what a wonderful place to be, isn't it? In the early morning, to come to something like this and to be able to walk around this square. And hey, whilst I'm doing here, I'll give you a room tour now. I'll give you a room tour of what I've got to carry on my back. And so take this off. Now, I don't carry, well, this year I've done quite a lot of it, but I haven't been carrying stuff for ages. And so there's my bag, and I turn the thing around if I can. There we go, there's my bag. Sleeping bag here. Now, why is the sleeping bag in two containers? There's a reason for this, because these straps, if I put it into one, I couldn't get the straps to go around, so it's got to be sort of pulled out, extended outwards, and here I've made a roll using an old former pillow casing, packaging. There you go. So I made a roll out of that. That's something I learnt from the army, because I had a roll that went down here on your backpack. And I also got out a solar panel thing here to put over on the back, but I thought it was just getting ridiculous, I thought, with all the stuff that I was carrying. So I gave that a miss. But here on this bag here, that's my washroom, and I realised that I couldn't get that on any other way than having something dangling down there. So there you go. That's the that's my room tour for today. So, isn't this nice? Oh, great place to be. And although I admit I'd much rather have been on the train. So, this is me now in Kraków. And thanks for joining me for this very quick and not planned at the usual time not guided tour, but tour. And so thanks very much for being with me. And you know what, today I bet I've got to wait ages in Pössl as well, so I'll be doing a video there as well. Probably I might even do a live broadcast from the border, although there's plenty of signs saying don't film. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Might actually do that one. If not, I'll film people individually at the border and then try and get them to talk to me about it. There's a couple of places I want to visit from a tourist point of view in Ukraine as well. But anyway, as I'm already 3 hours late, that might not be happening. Thanks for being with me. All the best from me in Kraków. Thanks, Annika. Yeah, it's lovely here.